What's up, everybody? This is D from Brooklyn, giving you a little Sunday shout out of the Frag tank. I usually gotta wait a while because the daylights I've adjusted so they come on a little later, and I don't want to kill you with all that attentic action, so thought I'd give you a little update of the 20-gallon all-contained frag system, which isn't so much a frag system as it is a completely encompassed reef setup now. So let me give you a little close-up. Alright, now over here is my little conglomerate garden here. It started with that frog spawn, which took a long time. It used to be in a little cave where my Lamarck's rasp is peeking out if you look closely, and it wasn't happy over there. You know, one thing with coral, sometimes it takes a while, even a couple of weeks, to see where their happy place is. But I saw them perking up and kind of growing towards this area, so as I moved it, that baby just got really happy and he's really doing good. Frog spawns are really beautiful green. The camera really doesn't do it justice. And he's kind of taken a liking to my toadstool. The toadstool was another coral. Some of these corals just like slower flow, you know, so sometimes this tank, I only have the return pump, which is powered in the corner there by the overflow. If you look really close, I have the vent right there aimed towards the glass, so it's a really calm area over here. So anything that needs that slow flow, I tend to move to the right side of the tank, and as you can see, they've really grown completely into each other, and I've taken a liking to it. Even the mushrooms have actually grown out of the corner towards that little area. Now, one negative story is I have had a bout with algae. You can see a little there growing under that devil's hand, a little bout with algae. You can't stress the importance of water changes. I'm kind of losing this Aiken, which was doing okay, but I scrubbed it. I took it out and scrubbed it to get rid of the algae, so it's not happy right now. I'm hoping that'll bounce back. Over past the polyzoas here, past the polys, you'll see I got a recordia, if I can focus a bit. The recordia was not happy because I dipped it, and if you're not happy recordia, too bad, you got to get dipped. It was a really big lavender and orange piece. Let me move the camera, maybe you can get a better look from the top. It was a lavender and orange piece. It's coming back now very slowly, so I'm hoping that'll show its true colors like it did. I got that from a nice little place on Coney Island Avenue in Brooklyn called H2O Marine. Really great place over there on Coney Island Avenue, and I want to say you just go down Coney Island Avenue and it's not too far from the McDonald's over there. Coney Island Avenue and Cortelia, or Avenue H, something like that. I'll put the address in the description. This little cave used to be my clownfish's cave, and before all of these waving zinnia kind of grew onto it, he was the cutest little thing. Not that, that's my female, she's a brute. There's a little perch. If you look real close, you'll see the pavona growing under all that. Look at my previous videos and remember how big that pavona is, so you can imagine how much that zinnia had to grow to completely hide the pavona. But it sends out its sweeper tentacles, and it's still a nice sized piece under there. But the clownfish used to sit on the top of the pavona and go to sleep. This guy right here sleeps like a rock. Sometimes I thought he was dead. He would literally sit sideways and he was sleeping. It was the cutest little thing. But he's doing okay now. He has a new place to sleep. The pulsing zinnia, as you can see, I moved the flow, so it's got a lot more flow, not so much sitting and spreading. One thing I noticed is that zinnia is a coral that will move. It will move, and when you see it spreading in your tank, it's usually in a place that it's not 100% happy with, moving towards a place that it's going to be happy with. So look at an earlier video when I started the tank. That is a boulder about 4 to 5 inches across. The zinnia grown onto the boulder and away from the Kenya tree. Kenya tree is spreading like wildfire. Anybody need Kenya tree coral? I got pieces for you. They're all on separate rocks, so I can move them whenever I want to move them. I moved a few, I've given away a few. Beautiful, beautiful coral, especially for beginners. Okay, now that's my male there trying to get into the shot. My female is usually the camera hog. But that's the zinnia. Let me move away from the zinnia. This is a beautiful piece here. Phytophthora there. It's coming back. I got that at the Reefapalooza. It's coming back slowly. I've moved it a few times because it wasn't happy. Oh, see, now my female wants to come out and be a brood. Yeah, the coral got knocked over. These guys will dart around the tank, so I had to find a place to wedge it where it won't move. And there's no sand in my tank, so it's not like you can bury it. My whole base is egg crate, so there's no sand in this tank. Everything you see in this tank is either coral, covered egg crate, or rock. It keeps it clean, no issues, but I have had algae, so I had to scrub it. Those zoas weren't happy either. This pavona here is a beast. As you can see, the frag plug is completely gone, and it is encrusted onto that rock. I got another video coming out about rocks and cutting rocks for frag tanks and different tanks, freshwater, just cutting rocks to get decorative qualities. So look out for that. I'm going to release it soon. These guys I love. I was just writing somebody about my cardinals, my Banghais. I could no way put these in the tank upstairs in the main tank because the Denzel gang up there would have beat them to a pulp. But down here, they're putting quite a bit of weight on them. They're beautiful fish. They kind of just hover. And that brings me to Freddie here. My algae bunny. You talk about character. This guy is always looking at me, and if I don't give him attention, he does that. Fish are as much pets as any dog or cat, and I've had dogs and cats. This guy will come out just to be looked at. So everybody say hello to Freddie. He's camera bombing us right now as he's sitting on my Aiken. Freddie, what did I tell you about sitting on the Aiken, buddy? He don't care. Alright, up here I got my purple chalice. Purple chalice is a really nice piece. It will grow in spurts. When it's happy, it grows quickly. If the water quality fades, or maybe your levels drop or go into a little variation, I notice it'll slow down, but for the most part, this is a really nice coral, really easy to keep, which is why I keep them. My candy cane, good story about that. This used to have 3 polyps on it. There were 2 pieces. I bought it when they were putting it in the bag. The young lady in the store inflated the bag with air and actually popped it and broke my candy cane. So I got 1 head survived. As you can see the branch, 1 head survived. I got a discount, of course, because I started out with 3 and I got 1. The other head was around for a while, but then it didn't come back. So this guy is really big. Let me zoom out so you can actually see it. It's a nice piece. For 1 head, it's a beautiful piece though. And it's growing right under the other pavona. As you can see, this pavona is completely encrusted. And there's Freddie again. What did I tell you about standing on the pavonas, Freddie? See what I say? He wants to be in the camera. This guy must have been John Travolta in another life or something like that. But the pavona, the corals have gotten really used to him standing on them in the fish. They're really durable. They're in the ocean. They got nobody to baby them, so they adapt. Here are some other green centered button zoas. Beautiful pieces. I got those also from H2O Marine, and I will put the address down below. If not, Google them. H2O Marine, Coney Island Avenue in Brooklyn. Beautiful coral he has there. If you go in there, tell him D from Brooklyn sent you. He's a good guy, really good. Knows his coral. Has a beautiful frag tank there like you've never seen. And this is my feeding dish. I've got these guys trained to eat out of the feeding dish. So I use my mysis, brine shrimp, even bloodworms or whatever I want to put in there. Cyclopes, I put in that feeding dish. And since the coral, the flow of the tank blows this way, it blows it and it actually circulates whatever falls out of the tank in a circle back around, which is why you'll see the zinnia gravitate into the center because the return flow going into the overflow pulls the water in that direction. So let me step back. You'll see the flow of the zinnia this way from the pulsing zinnias, and then you'll see the cardinals actually sit up faced into the backflow. If you see those kings over there blowing towards the return, that's how you accomplish that with one good strong pump. In a small tank, it's all about direction. There's no skimmer on here. I stopped using the skimmer and I've started focusing on water changes. All I have in here is my Via Aqua pump, which is a really nice pump. I have my Tunzi Auto Top Off Nano in there, and this is powered by the Fishbit controller, which is on the wall there. Fishbit pulling up my readings. We're still learning about the Fishbit. Nice piece there. I'd be lying to you if I told you I remember the name. I believe it is Aquapora, but I forget the name and I'm not 100% sure. Why? Because I'm no scientist. I forget. I'm getting old. What do you want? Okay, Freddy, now don't stand on the Zoers. You're really irking me, Freddy. Really? Okay, see, he listens. Okay, here's my purple mushrooms, which have grown into this area from one piece that I cut about 5 months ago. Now they are 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Here's another piece, that coral there, some mushrooms in my little glass frag rack that I got from eShops at the last Reefer-Palooza. And if you look at my other video about inspecting the tank, look what's in there. Bristle worms, brittle stars, everything, you name it. They don't bother the tank, so I don't worry about it. I could grab that bristle worm though. Maybe I'll grab them. But you'll learn, a lot of these things aren't as much worry as you think they are. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't strain yourself. This is my real reef rock with the purple. I'm not 100% cool with purple rock that's painted. I'd rather have the natural look or have it just naturally grow coralline on it. So I'm not really crazy about that. So I'm glad that the rest of the tank is completely encroached with coral, so you don't really see that purple. And let me see, have I missed anything? I saw the Aikens down here. More frags I got on this rock so I can pull those out. Some waving hands that I moved over here. My Aikens, you look at earlier videos, that started from one head. When I started that tank, this was one head. It was a green Aiken. It's starting to open up now, but there are about 6 or 7 heads on it. Beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. And there's my algae problem. So those of you that got tanks, don't stress algae. I clean it, I change the water, the levels are up. Sometimes you just get algae. What are you gonna do? Check your parameters, you can play with your magnesium, whatever you want to do. What I really need to do is add a few more turbos in here to take care of it, but the turbos usually eat everything on my little Chaetomorpha box back there, so they really don't leave that box, oddly enough. You see the box is completely clean, but they're not crazy about this rock, so what are you gonna do? Now I got these green star polyps, which are not happy since I dipped them. That might be a little Aptasia trying to poke out there. I'll take care of him with a little caulk washer. But yeah, these guys are starting to open up. I handled them a little much. I bought them and I was trying to find out where to put them, and I moved them around. I pulled them off the frag plug they were on. So this guy is not happy, but time will tell. I see about 3 stars, and if anybody knows GSP, you can get a whole colony from 3 stars. Same thing goes for that Aptasia. You can get a whole colony from that too. So if anything, I know I'm running a little long. This video has gotten longer than I intended. So with that being said, I'll give you a final glimpse of the tank under my Arctic LEDs. Till next time, this is D giving you an update. Everything all in due time. Be patient, be cool, and be reefing, man. Take it easy. See ya.